My name's Chris Ellen. I am the Global Unified Communications Manager at Arup. My responsibilities cover the communications platforms for audio, video and messaging solutions. Arup brings together professionals from very diverse and complementary skill sets on a very large global scale. Anything from construction to simple planning, covering multiple different disciplines. Arup is currently involved in the redesign of the New York subway system. So a number of different subway stations are being redesigned as part of an ongoing project over a number of years to improve the facilities, air conditioning, improve throughput. Arup has over 400 video-enabled meeting rooms for telepresence style meetings. These are predominantly Cisco, Tandberg legacy systems today. And obviously these have trouble reaching into much more modern systems. What we want to do is to be able to open up that interoperability. We don't utilize these systems just for internal collaboration. We do a lot of engagements with clients. And day to day, we do not get told as an IT group what that system is. That external client can dial in from anything from a web browser to a link Skype for Business client to, again, a traditional VC system. And Arup needs to be able to communicate with all of these platforms as seamlessly as the next. Skype for Business deployment within Arup has come from a long legacy to date of deploying Microsoft collaboration technologies. Arup started with what was Live Communications Server 2005, and we have gone through all the iterations from Microsoft for Office Communications Server through Link Server and now progressed on to Skype for Business. When we look at our traditional bridging system for audio and video, it's very restricted. It's a very classic design of a single server box that has a certain set capacity. If you wanted multiple meetings to run at the same time, we started having to reduce the number of people that could be in a meeting, and sometimes you had to turn staff away. When we looked at Pexip Infinity, we looked at the virtual model first, which means that it's very quick to spin up, it's very quick to deploy. One of the really nice things about Pexip was their distributed model, but moreover was the distributed licensing model that came with it. You can actually over-provision your environment in terms of hardware or virtual support, but you only license as far as you go and then you keep flexing out that license. So it very much was an on-premise version of a software as a service consumption model, which worked really well for us. So as we grew with our usage, we didn't have a massive upfront CapEx expenditure, but we could deploy that capacity in advance of needing it. One of the things Pexip has done over the last few years is embed in their platform the ability to burst for usage, which for us will be great as it grows with our usage platform. These cover both Amazon Web Services and now Azure. Arup has connectivity into both of these and something that we would look to evaluate in the future. When we looked into Pexip against some of the other partners that were currently out there, Pexip had a far better story than those that had been running on this for over a year. And Pexip came to market with this day one. From the trial that we started, we went into production within a few months based on the fact that it always just worked. Today, Pexip provides that great interoperable gateway between the two systems we use internally. The relationship, though, with their developers and ongoing discussions is to try and push that further, making it much more seamless for external collaboration as well. So we want to make the environment as easy to use as possible, and we see Pexip as that agnostic, cohesive bubble in the middle that brings all of those parties and connections together.